going on, My Bad Adventure Team? My Bad here, Little Bad there, and guess who's coming up? It's Mini Bad!
No, mine.
Hey. Well, My Bad's made two mistakes today. One is he started carrying the Elijah Isham knife. I can't remember the name of it, but here it is. It's not that he started carrying it. It's an okay knife. There's nothing wrong with this knife. And he needs to carry some other budget folders that he's going to be giving away in his lives, because he's about out of live giveaway knives now. So that's one of the reasons why I started carrying this, so I could give it away. But a knife came in and he used this knife to unbox it, and he didn't know it was a knife, and he unboxed it before he could put it on the video. And I absolutely do know what knife this is. This is most likely going to be my budget knife of the year. Yeah? Oh my God, yeah? Here, my girls. Can I kiss? Can I kiss? Oh, that's some good kisses. Anyways. You're probably asking me, like, oh, you just unboxed it and you're already deeming it the budget knife of the year? Well, the thing about it is I handled the prototype at Blade Show this year. I was extremely excited about this, and my good buddy Grumpy Grunt told me that it was on pre-order, so I pre-ordered it, and it's a CJRB. Yes, it's made in China. This is AR RPM non-steel. And AR RPM 9. So this is AR RPM non-steel, which is a budget powder metallurgy steel. Sorry, little endo. It's a budget powder metallurgy steel. But when I held this at Blade Show, I was like, oh yeah. And I will tell you my out of the box looking at it, it's the gripes that I have, which is looking at it, there's only one gripe. Just looking at it, I'd have to play with it for a while, figure out some more gripes. But once again, this is a $60 knife. My criteria is a $59 something knife. My criteria is 70 and below for budget, by the way. Trying to get this candy out from Little Bad, and there's one. Anyways, there you go, baby. That one says calm, which is what you are not. But this is CJRB Pyrite. And the one gripe that I have is that the pocket clip is not recessed, even though it's got recessed screws, which I do appreciate, but the pocket clip... Yeah, I see that. The pocket clip is not recessed. Now let's see if it still has the same action.
What's the name of this too?
That one's Silly, which is what you are, and that one is Rock, which is rock and roll!
Yeah.
You gonna do it, Kira? Come on. Rock and roll! No, it's like that. Come on.
Rock
and roll! Yeah. So this is CJRB Pyrite. Now, the action that it had at Blade Show was phenomenal. So let's see if it still has that side. Ooh. It's pretty close. Actually. Playing with it, it's getting smoother and smoother. I believe that's...
which one I'm going to eat?
Yeah, so it's a button lock, but the action on this thing's phenomenal. It's just getting smoother as I play with it. It's almost to the point that the pivot has no resistance now. And I just took it out of the package and started playing with it right in front of you. You've seen the first few flips on it. The centering is down the middle. Once again, this is probably my favorite budget steel, period, is AR RPM 9. It's a powder metal urgy of 9CR18 MOV, basically. Pretty close to that. Still a little sick, sorry. But with the stainless steel properties, the ease of sharpening, and it holding an edge as well as it does, it's fantastic. Now, what I was talking about, my second mistake is, one, I told my good buddy, All Things Knives, Fletcher of All Things Knives, that the first AR RPM 9 knife that I would get for my channel, I would send to him so he can test it. And yes, I'm going to send him to test this one. Another thing is I was talking salty red corn, and I most definitely want that salty red corn love on this knife, because this is one of my keepers forever, just like the PLR3. Yes, they're budget knives, but I love them so much that they are my keepers. So, between those two guys having this knife for a couple of months and me needing to do my pocket carry test with it before I let it go, we're going to have to probably rush this one out the door within the next day or two, which today was the first day. Today's the first day that I started carrying that. And I usually like to carry a knife for a week or so at least before I do a overview or a review of it. But this thing is so awesome that I gotta have it. It's gotta be in my pocket. And yes, it's every bit of the awesomest that I thought it was going to be when I ordered it, because I was extremely excited for this knife. Once again, this is a knife that I believe is going to be my budget blade of the year, just like the PLR3 was my budget blade of last year. Man, it's so good. A lot of people are going to be like, oh, it's this and this and this. You're not going to find a $60 knife with a button lock with AR RPM 9 steel, or better still than AR RPM 9, that's as good as this knife. This knife is phenomenal. The steel that's on it is phenomenal. The button lock, of course, everybody loves a button lock. The smoothness of it, though, is what makes it so good. I want to go ahead and bust out the light. I already know this bearings, but yeah, they're bearings. Most definitely bearings, which is somewhat of a knock, but you're not going to have that smoothness of this knife without the bearings. Now, saying that, I would love to see a version of this knife with phosphor bronze washers, just because of the nature of what I do. Let's go over some other things with it besides just the washers and the action. This jimping right here is perfect. You got a decent little sharpening tool that can double as a finger tool to choke up on it. The neutral handle, there's 0 hot spots that I can find even with the pocket clip. The deep carriness of the pocket clip, you're never ever going to see that knife when it's in your pocket, which is something that I like. The only problem, once again, that I see is that it not being recessed. If that was milled out and recessed, this might be the budget knife forever. This might be the best thing since Wonder Bread, and especially the way it's made. If they ever make a premium version of this with titanium scales, titanium anodized back spacer, and mybadd in there throwing a fit, and some kind of steel that would blow your mind. This thing, I would pay every bit of $200 for this. Easy. Maybe $250. This thing would be so phenomenal. But $60 AR RPM 9 steel handle scales, decent little pocket clip, and these handle scales are milled for lightweight. No way you're going to beat this year. If you know a knife that can beat this knife, please send it to me. I'll check it out for a week or so and I'll send it right back to you. And I promise you it's not going to beat it. If it does, I will buy you one of these. Yeah, first person that sends me a budget blade that came out this year that's better than this knife, yeah, in my opinion, I will send you one of these. I'll buy one and send it to you. That's it. That's all I got to say about it. Please find me a knife better than that. But for the rest of the day, please like, share, subscribe, comment on my bad's videos. Tell on my bad what you'd like to see him do. I'm going to have fun with this one. Have a good one now. Bye-bye.